Every morning, I spend time thinking about what I'm grateful for. This programs my mind to look for good things instead of problems. Every day, I visualize my goals as if they're already achieved. This keeps my mind focused on where I'm going instead of where I've been. Every evening, I review my day and ask myself 3 questions. What did I do well? What could I have done better? What will I do differently tomorrow? This helps me learn from every experience and continuously improve. These mental disciplines might seem simple, but they're incredibly powerful. They help me stay in control of my mental state instead of being controlled by whatever happens to me during the day. Here's another crucial point. You have to guard your mind like you would guard your most valuable possession. Because that's exactly what it is. Your mind is your most valuable possession. It's more valuable than your house, your car, your bank account, or anything else you own. Because everything else you have came from your mind first. But most people are careless with their minds. They let negative people dump their problems on them. They listen to pessimistic news all day long. They expose themselves to violent, depressing, or trashy entertainment. They hang around complainers and critics, and then they wonder why they feel so bad all the time. I learned to say no to negative input. When someone wants to complain to me about their problems, I redirect the conversation towards solutions. When someone wants to gossip or criticize others, I change the subject or walk away. When I'm tempted to watch negative news or entertainment, I choose something more constructive instead. This isn't about living in denial or ignoring reality. This is about protecting your most valuable asset. Your mind is like a computer. What you program into it determines what comes out of it. Program it with garbage and garbage comes out. Program it with excellence and excellence comes out. Mental control also means learning to use problems as training opportunities instead of letting problems defeat you. Every challenge you face is a chance to strengthen your mental muscles. Every setback is an opportunity to practice resilience. Every obstacle is a chance to develop problem-solving skills. But here's what most people don't understand about challenges and difficulties. They're not punishments. They're not evidence that life is unfair or that you're unlucky. They're training sessions. They're opportunities for growth. They're chances to prove to yourself what you're really made of. Think about it this way. If you wanted to build physical strength, you wouldn't avoid lifting weights because they're heavy. You'd lift them because they're heavy. The resistance is what makes you stronger. The difficulty is what develops your muscles. The challenge is what creates the growth. The same principle applies to your mind. Mental strength doesn't come from easy times. It comes from difficult times. It doesn't come from success, it comes from overcoming failure. It doesn't come from comfort, it comes from pushing through discomfort. I learned this lesson when I was struggling financially in my 20s. I could have looked at my situation and said, this is terrible, life is unfair. I'm a victim of circumstances. Instead, I chose to see it as my mental training ground. Every bill I couldn't pay became a lesson in financial discipline. Every rejection I faced became practice in persistence. Every failure became education in what doesn't work. This shift in perspective changed everything for me. Instead of feeling sorry for myself, I got excited about the growth opportunities. Instead of avoiding challenges, I started looking for them. Instead of hoping for an easy life, I started preparing for a meaningful life. Here's what successful people know that unsuccessful people don't. Your mind gets stronger by working against resistance just like your muscles do. When you face a problem and work through it, your problem-solving ability increases. When you encounter fear and move through it anyway, your courage grows. When you experience failure and bounce back, your resilience develops. But if you avoid all problems, your mind stays weak. If you run from every challenge, your confidence remains low. If you quit at the first sign of difficulty, you never develop the mental toughness you need to succeed at anything worthwhile. Most people spend their lives trying to avoid all discomfort and difficulty. They want everything to be easy. They want success without struggle. They want rewards without effort. They want strength without training. But that's not how life works. That's not how growth happens. That's not how you develop the mental power to create an extraordinary life. Weak minds see problems and give up. Strong minds see problems and get excited because they know that solving problems is how you grow. Every problem you solve makes you stronger. Every challenge you overcome increases your confidence. Every obstacle you get past proves to yourself that you can handle whatever life throws at you. I've learned to ask different questions when problems arise. Instead of why is this happening, I ask what is this here to teach me? Instead of how can I avoid this, I ask how can I grow from this? Instead of this is terrible, I say this is interesting. How can I turn this into an advantage? This shift in thinking changes everything.